All right, welcome back. There is two more compounds that I mentioned and that we haven't quite got to, and um, that is PCl5. Okay, let's do. Actually, there is a couple more subdivisions of each one of these, which we will again discuss in a different video. But let's start with PCl5. Okay, so phosphorus is 5A and Cl is 7A, right? Now you see how right from the start I've been tying the concept interrelated every time I teach. Okay, if you go back and look at every video I've created, there is a relation between every single concept that you have learned. Okay, all right, very good. So that means phosphorus has got 5 valence electron and chlorine's got 7 valence electron. Okay, so we put the phosphorus at the center, put the 5 electrons around it. Okay, and then the outer atom Cl's got 7, so we must split that into pairs of 2. So what does that mean? So if we split, if we split it, Cl, we got 7 electrons, so we split it into pairs of 2, so we left with an odd electron. So I would highly recommend you do this separately and then draw that structure 5 more times around the phosphorus, so you know what you're drawing before you draw it. Okay, some people do start and then they mess up. So okay, and then I'm just going to draw. Again, the positions are arbitrary. If you're slightly skewed, don't worry that yours doesn't exactly match mine. A little bit of skewness is allowed. Now let's go get our pink color. Come back and connect the blue with the black, blue with the black, blue with the black, blue with the black, and blue with the black. All right, now that means we got A, 1 central atom, 5 outer atoms, right? And there is no E, so AX5. And as I said, if your compound typically does not contain an E, it's a non-polar, even though it does contain polar covalent bonds. Okay, phosphorus is probably, definitely less electronegative than chlorine, which you can see 2.1. This is 2.1 and this is 3.0. Definitely this is more, so let me go get my red color. So each of the bond is polar covalent, but the molecule as a whole is non-polar. Why? Because there is no lone pair, and I've been pointing that out. This is called trigonal bipyramidal. So as I said, there's ways to remember this. Remember I said AX3 is trigonal pyramidal, so AX5 means you've added 2 more x's, so it's bipyramidal. So there's ways to remember this, but this is technically the only thing. If you have to memorize, you have to memorize. Okay, because it does not contain an E, it is non-polar. Okay, very good. So let's go to the last one on the list, and then there's a couple of subdivisions of what we just looked at, and that's also something we have to learn, but that'll be in its separate video. All right, the last one is SF6. Okay, sulfur is 6A and fluorine is 7A. Okay, so that means this got 6 valence electron, this has got 7 valence electron. Okay, that means sulfur goes at the center and you just spread the 6 electrons around. As I said, it's a 6, so evenly spread them, so that's 6. Right, fluorine, as I said, it's got 7 electrons, so we must split the, only for the outer atoms we have to split the outer atoms into pairs of 2. So that means 7 electrons can be split into pairs of 3 and 3 pairs of 2 and then 1 odd electron. So we know that's how it's going to look. Now let's come back and spread all this across. This is boring though, right? To show them, it takes time. So you can already expect there's not going to be 100 of these questions on the test because no one has time to draw 100 of these things. Okay, there's going to be a couple, but you got to get that one question right. That's the whole point. Okay. Okay, let's go get our pink. Connect the blue and the black, 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 blue and the black. Right? Very good. Now, I don't need to tell you that sulfur is definitely less electronegative than chlorine. Let's go double check that anyways, and I was right. Right? Sulfur is 2.5, chlorine is 3.0. So this is the way the arrow is going to go for all of them. And you can tell it's like a star fish. Everything is, you know, expanding in its own direction. They would all cancel. This would cancel with that. That would cancel with this. This would cancel with that. Even if you don't want to do that, we got one central atom and 6 outer atoms. No lone pair on the sulfur itself. So that will be octahedron, octahedral or octahedron, and then it is nonpolar as well. So despite the fact it has polar covalent bonds, the molecule itself is nonpolar. All right, in the next video I'm going to summarize everything I've told you and then probably do the remaining 2 subdivisions of it, and then we will wrap it up. All right, stay tuned.